Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about 75 hard, how I looked before and after, the rules I followed for 75 days, and also my tips and tricks for you so that way you can also glow up in 75 days. So,
What is 75 hard?
75 hard is this challenge that blew up online, mainly on TikTok, I would say, in the fitness community, and people were posting their results, which essentially people had crazy transformations. And the reason why this challenge was so effective is because the rules of the challenge are actually pretty difficult to follow and maintain. So I'll read out loud the rules. So for 75 days, you're supposed to follow a diet, your choice, no cheating. You could follow a paleo diet, no alcohol, cut out carbs, cut out sugar, whatever you decide to do, you need to follow that for the next 75 days. Second is you need to do two 45-minute workouts. One of the workouts has to be outdoors. So either you go for a walk for 45 minutes, a run, or you do like an outdoor hit workout or something. One of them has to be outside. Third, drink a gallon of water. Four, read 10 pages of a book, but the book has to be nonfiction or a personal development book, and it can't be an audiobook. Lastly, you need to take a progress pic every day for the next 75 days. And if you fail to do any of the rules from this challenge, then you need to start back from day one. And
Restart the challenge all over again.
so I knew that this was going to be pretty difficult for me to attain, especially considering the fact that I live in Canada and I was starting the challenge in the winter, so there was no way I was going to be able to do a workout outdoors in the snow. So these were the rules that I made for myself. Okay, so mine was two gym workouts per day, but I tweaked it. Instead of working out every day for 7 days, I did 6 days, but I had one rest day. I kept the 10 pages of a book per day, but I didn't limit myself to self help books. I was reading both fiction and nonfiction because I think as long as you're reading or you're staying off your phone or you're disconnecting from online media, that's what was important to me. And last year, I actually ended up reading 30 books. So this was a really fun way for me to get back into my love for reading. The next was instead of following the diet, I gave up alcohol and vaping for 75 days. And I knew I really wanted to quit vaping because my skin would break out. I was really phlegmy. My skin was dry. And I also noticed that whenever I was stressed, I wanted to vape, but then the nicotine would actually make me more anxious. And it was just overall a really bad habit. And it wasn't necessarily like I was addicted to wanting to vape. I think it was more so like the flavors. Like I used to love like a mango iced vape or a lychee iced vape, but babe, just go eat a fruit, you know? Kept the 1 gallon of water per day. I stopped myself from ordering Uber Eats more frequently. I limited myself to twice a month, which was really hard because I love Uber Eats. I love food delivery, but it's really expensive. And also, the area that I live in, I could genuinely just go outside and walk and pick up takeout if I really wanted to. There's no reason for me to pay these delivery fees. And lastly, no spend. So this didn't include necessities like groceries and toiletries and any other home goods, of course, but I limited myself to a no spend on clothes, jewelry, makeup, things that were just not enough. So before I started doing 75 hard, I was weighing at 131 pounds, which is still a really healthy body weight for my proportions. I'm 5'4", but I knew that I wanted to get myself out of my comfort zone and also challenge myself that year. I started 75 hard last year, so beginning of January 2025. By the time I finished 75 hard, I was weighing at 121 pounds. So I lost 10 pounds after doing the challenge. One of the things that motivated me to do the challenge was, like I mentioned, I wanted to get myself out of my comfort zone, but I liked the idea of 75 hard because they were clear rules, measurable, and there was a set time period for me to follow. Preparing for 75 hard, how to prepare for it, and what I would recommend that you do. The first thing I would recommend is telling your loved ones, telling the people that you interact with on a day to day basis, because this is going to be quite a large lifestyle change, which is going to involve them as well. So, yeah, tell your friends and family, especially if you have a partner and you're following a diet, it's important for them to know. So, at least that way, they're also mindful of the diet that you're following. You can create your grocery lists together and shop for the things in your diet or meal plan. And also, let your friends know because you're going to be either seeing them less or you're not going to be participating in some of the things that they're participating in, especially if you weren't drinking like I was. And also let your coworkers know because for me, for example, my coworkers knew I wasn't drinking. And so when we would host our happy hours or social events, they were very supportive and encouraged me and also didn't make me feel weird when I wasn't drinking. And I actually had a couple coworkers come up to me during this time and tell me that whatever I was doing to keep it up because I looked great. And that was really motivating for me. My first tip for you, which is something that I kind of just mentioned, is to have an accountability partner. So I was really lucky because my accountability partner was my roommate at the time, and we were pretty aligned with our lifestyles in the sense that we were both working from home and started work at 9. So we would schedule our first workout to be before work. We would both wake up at around 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. and then we would get ready, meet downstairs in the kitchen, and then walk to the gym together. And this was really helpful for me because it was someone who was doing the challenge with me. It was someone who was in the trenches with me. And it also made me more motivated to go to the gym and try out machines that intimidated me or have more confidence just walking into a gym because when you're doing it alone, it can be pretty intimidating, especially if you're new and, you know, the gym environment scares you. But yeah, have an accountability partner. If you can't have an accountability partner, then comment down below. I will be your accountability partner. Keep me posted on what day you're on, what's the hardest part, what are you loving about it, and what some of your goals are. The second tip that I have for you is use an app so that way you can track your progress and also what day you're on. If you lose sight of your goals, it's going to be really difficult for you to complete them. So use an app. One of the apps that I was using was called the 75 Challenge. So you could either input your own rules, like the ones that I created, or you can follow the template that they've created, which has the original rules of the original challenge. And this was really helpful for me because sometimes I would forget what day I was on and then I would get discouraged because I would feel like, oh, like the challenge is so far away from the completion date. But going on the app, I realized, okay, no, I actually only have 30 days left. That's one more month. My third tip is limit the barriers that are blocking your success. And what I mean by this is make it really easy for yourself and limit your decision fatigue. So, if you are not sure what workouts you should be doing, then find one online that you can follow, whether that's from another creator, influencer, or someone you look up to. Create one from ChatGPT. Put in a prompt like, I am doing a fitness challenge for 75 days. I need to work out twice a day, 45 minutes minimum. Some of the things that I'm focused on is body recomposition. I want to tone my arms or legs or whatever your goals are. I want to include 3 days of lifting and 2 days of cardio, 1 day of stretching, whatever that is. Or if you're unsure, then ask chat to pick for you. And then also include your measurements. So for me, for example, I would have said, I I'm weighing at 131 pounds. I'm 5'4", female, my age, and also what my end goal is. And chat will also recommend a meal plan for you, which brings me to my next point is
you really need to meal prep.
You need to meal prep because you are going to be so hungry doing this challenge. And it's really important to nourish your body, which I'll get to in my next point. But yeah, if cooking is outside of your comfort zone, then I would recommend signing up for a meal subscription plan, something like Factor or HelloFresh or Cook Unity or any of these other brands that are doing meal plans, because this will also really limit your decision fatigue and just set you up for success so that way you can actually focus on all of your other important priorities. If you are confident in your cooking skills, just make sure that you're setting up some time to actually grocery shop and do your meal prep. For me, that was Sundays. Like Sundays are my reset days, and it was just a good time for me to disconnect and prepare for the upcoming week. If you do want to step out of your comfort zone but you're not really sure where to start, TikTok recipes go viral for a reason. They go viral because they're easy, they're quick, and they actually taste really good. At the time, I was really obsessed with cottage cheese, just like everybody else. I feel like that cottage cheese rabbit hole goes on for days, but there's so many really cool and easy recipes and things that you could do with cottage cheese that I didn't even know about, and I ended up trying, and they were actually really delicious. So one of them was a high protein cottage cheese pizza, and that became one of my staple meals. Another thing to also help limit the barriers from you achieving your goals is to sign up for workout classes. I was using ClassPass, which is basically a subscription type of a plan where you get a certain amount of credits for the month and you can redeem those credits for workout classes, or even some beauty services, but I was mainly using it for workout classes. So some of the workout classes I would sign up for were things like Pilates, yoga, HIIT. I would go to Sweat and Tonic a lot, and also attending these workout classes gives you a lot more confidence to try out new workouts that you've never done before. Use this time as a way to explore what workouts you enjoy. I thought that I would really enjoy Pilates workouts, but I ended up really enjoying lifting or strength training and running. I never thought that I would enjoy running, but it very quickly became a little bit of an addiction for me. And also, these workout classes are a really great accountability partner because you can't cancel within 24 hours or you're going to get charged. So that's really good motivation for you to go. And lastly, I kind of touched on this, but make sure you're nourishing your body really well. Give your body what it needs, because if you are burning yourself out too quickly and then not nourishing yourself enough, it's going to be even more difficult for you to bounce back from your workout and complete the challenge. Recovery becomes so much harder if you're not nourishing your body. So just make sure that you're eating enough protein, carbs, and taking supplements. Some of the supplements that I was taking during this time were magnesium to relax my muscles. I would take that before bed. I was also taking creatine, protein shakes, of course, but also just trying to get protein from like natural food sources. But yeah, just make sure that you are nourishing your body, resting when you need it, get a foam roller, stretch, and yeah, just give yourself time to actually recover and don't push yourself too hard. And enjoy the journey, because once it's over, at least for me, once I completed 75 hard, I was like,
What now?
and then I ended up signing up for my half marathon because I just wanted I just wanted something else to kind of train for. But yeah, well, anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you're interested in doing 75 hard or you start the challenge, please comment down below and keep us posted on your journey. Let us know what day you're on, what your goals are, what your rules are, and also let me know if you guys have any more questions about anything with 75 hard or fitness or what workouts I like to do, and let me know what other videos you'd like for me to film. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Oh my god, I wasn't filming. I'm getting really frustrated. Okay. Can you guys hear my roommate right now? Every time she's home, I picture like the giant from Jack and the Beanstalk going
Fee, fi, fo, fum.
like 75 hard is this challenge that glue up. Some know this, some notice. Some know this, some notice. Or is it the other way around? Anyway,